Okay, so I want to share with you on wisdom gems. Some wisdom gems today. Some wisdom gems. So I'm not speaking on a particular topic. I'm not speaking on gratitude. I'm not speaking on forgiveness. I'm not speaking on who is your relation. I just want to share with you some nuggets. I just want to share with you some wisdom gems. When we talk about wisdom, we're talking about things that are sensible, things that are intelligent, I'm reading Zambia. Thank you. I'm coming to Zambia next year. We're talking about understanding. And the Bible says that wisdom is the principal thing. So in any school, you can have the teachers, you can have the students, you can have the matron, but the school principal is important. Wisdom is the principal thing. So in your life, wisdom is the principal thing. You may not have other things, but you need wisdom. Wisdom to run your life, wisdom to run your relationships, wisdom to run your finances, wisdom to know what to say, what not to say, when to say it, when not to say it. Wisdom gems. Just a few things that I want to share with you today. So, the first wisdom gem. You cannot change your last chapter because it is already written in ink. But you can change the way your next chapter will be written. You know why? Because you are still holding the pen. That is the first wisdom gem I want to share with you today. You cannot change your last chapter because your life is a book. You cannot change the last chapter, but you can change the next chapter because you're still holding the pen. As long as you have life, you're still holding the pen. I'm going to repeat that. You cannot change your last chapter because it's already written in ink. But you can change the way your next chapter will be written because you are still holding the pen. Stop living in your past. Past success. Past failure. This person said. That one said. That person said. This one. These days people use their mouth and their fingers to make you feel bad about yourself. Wisdom gem. Refuse it. Stop living in your past address. Stop punishing an innocent person. Who is the innocent person? You. The you that did what you did is not the you that I'm addressing today. The you that made that mistake is not the same you that is on this life chart today. Stop punishing an innocent person. You can't change the past, it's behind you, but you still have control of the future. You still holding the pen. This first wisdom gem is yours. Yes, and it's for all of us. You still holding the pen. Write well. Thank you. Write what you want. Stop focusing on your mistakes. People will help you amplify it if you give them the power. If you give them the opportunity. Sometimes there are things you should not even read on social media. Once you notice that somebody is about to abuse you, just pass. Pass. Don't let it settle in your mind. Many times, people say good things and good things and good things, and then somebody who does not even understand his own life says one thing, and that is the one thing you will just hold to. You just hold on to. What about the people that love you? What about the people? I'm in Ivory Coast, like I said. And a young man, he drove me to the hotel today after service. He made me cry. He said, I didn't even know you. I've never met you, ma'am, until yesterday. I just hear people talking about Mama Funke, Mama Funke, Mama Funke. And I went to Google you. My God, I stayed on YouTube. And what a blessing. Ma, you're a blessing to the world. And that young man gave me money. I won't tell you how much. But you see, there are other people that will abuse you. Don't even bother yourself. It's a free world. Stop dwelling on the negative. Pick your pen. God has so much done it that your pen, the pen of your life is not in anybody's hand. It's in your hand. The pen is in your hand. Write what you want. Pass. Just pass. Write what you want. Write what you expect. Write with your mouth. Write in your mind. Write with your attitude. Do you know that critics are confused fans? I said to someone recently, if I preach a message and you bring something out of it to criticize me, a statement, you just bring it out. You don't bother about what I've said before to explain it or what I said after. You know what? I have blessed you, because if you didn't listen to my message, there's no way you will have known that I said something. Ooh, Lady FFA is grateful. Because you listened. You want the message. That's why you heard that I said something. Have a pen to write the next chapter. You don't have the pen. It is my life. It's not your life. That's what you should say to yourself every time. Please understand this, that you may not be able to change your last chapter because it's been written and it's gone, but you can write the next chapter. You can decide how it will be written, just because you hold the pen in your hand. That's number one. That's the first thing. I'll come to Angola. I'll come. My husband has a friend there, so maybe my husband will bring me one day. Yes, I'm just reading, so you know I'm not ignoring. You have the pen. Hold it very well. Don't let that pen drop. Hold the pen very well. It's your life. That's the first wisdom gem. So let's move to the second one. The second wisdom. Oh, thank you. I'm honored. So I've been used by God to change your life. Thank you. So let's move to the second wisdom gem. Thank you. The second one. I'm shaking some tables today. So sit down very well. Jamaica, I look forward. I'll come. Stop looking good in mediocrity. Whew. That one is hot. Stop looking good in mediocrity. Stop looking good in mediocrity. Step out and go learn. You cannot continue to do the same thing, the same way, thank you, Denmark, and expect a different result. Mozambique, my husband must take me to these places. He promised me about 3 years ago when we were in South Africa. Stop looking good in mediocrity. Let me tell you this. Relationships do expire. It is the truth. It may be bitter, but it's the truth. It's the truth. Stop looking good in mediocrity. You were created for excellence. And no matter what you have accomplished today, as a woman, as a man, as a wife, as a mother, husband, friend, whatever, you can be better. That's what I'm saying. I'm challenging you today to be inspired. I want you to know that you can be better. Yesterday is already mediocrity. So step up. Step up. You cannot continue to relate to only the same set of people. There is a portal of knowledge you need. Go seek it. You cannot see the picture. Beg your pardon, you cannot see the frame when you are in the picture. There are people that know better than you do. Invest into yourself and stop looking good in mediocrity. Refuse to be a local champion. Refuse. You need someone in your life that can take you to a place in yourself that you've not been able to go by yourself. I just spoke to you as a coach. You can be better. God created you for mobility. He made sure that your eyes are forward looking. He made sure that your feet are forward looking. You were not created to remain on the same spot. Stop looking good in mediocrity. When I come to your house, I want to see how your kitchen looks. When I come to your house, I want to see how your living room looks. I want to see how you are improving. If you need to go back to school, please go. If you need to get a mentor or a coach, please go ahead. Please go ahead. There are people that know what you don't know. Please go ahead. Stop looking good in mediocrity. Stop being the same. You see me? I keep changing my hairstyle. Sometimes it is braids. Sometimes it is wig. Sometimes it is my hair. This is my hair. The same way my dressing. Sometimes it is short. Sometimes it is boo-boo. Sometimes it is... I'm just joking, but you get the point. Become unpredictable. Yes. Become unpredictable. Don't have a stale marriage. Don't have a stale relationship. Please don't. This is very important. Stop looking good in mediocrity. Let me mention the next wisdom gem. Celebrate your growth. Celebrate your growth. Maryland, I just left America 5 days ago. Celebrate your growth. Celebrate your growth. Celebrate your growth. If you do not say I am, nobody will say thou art. The little improvements you have made, celebrate it. Don't just sit down and be condemning yourself. Oh, my life. Oh, CFFA. Oh, see Bishop. Oh, see. Excuse me. You were not like this last year. You were not this good last year. You were not this good. Today you're a better wife. You're a better woman. You're a better husband. You're a better mother. You're not there yet, but please, the little wins, the baby steps, celebrate your growth. I won't let you suffocate me. I will always celebrate myself. You waste your Bible, you waste your pen, you waste your voice, you waste your data on me. But me, I will not collaborate with you, my prosecutor, in the court of life. Every win counts. Thank you. No matter how little. That's at, thank you. Sidem Ma. Thank you. Every win counts. You were not like this last year. See how far God has brought you. Thank yourself. Celebrate your growth. Thank yourself. Thank yourself with a new phone or a new bag. You used to think celebration means you are showing off. Show off. God showed off in Genesis chapter 1. After he waited, nobody celebrated. This is good. This is very good. Show off. Jesus climbed on horse. Nobody may notice it, but you noticed it. Celebrate it. Celebrate it. You're not doing badly. There's no reason why you should be comparing yourself with anybody. I will soon be 60. How old are you? You are 24. Don't compare yourself with me. When you get to 60, the mistakes I made, you will not make because you will have seen. Okay, this is what I should not do. That's what I should not do. Don't kill yourself now. How old is your marriage? My marriage is 37. How old is your marriage? 2.5 years. You're not doing badly. Celebrate. Throw parties. Go on Instagram. Just post your picture. Just do your face and your mouth and your neck like this. Oh, oh my God. Yes. And this one I saw in South Africa. I'm working with Nkiru. I don't know if you're on this call. Say you see now, they are asking them. If your parents are comparing you, can you please have a talk with your mother when she's in a good mood and tell her how you feel? And prayerfully trust God that you will leave that house very soon. Then when you are not in the house, celebrate yourself. Post. Celebrate yourself. Do your head. Is your head. Is your neck. You didn't borrow it. Did you? You didn't borrow the neck. You didn't borrow it. God gave it to you. Kayabo Shanteleva. Celebrate it. You think it's easy to be married? You think it's easy to raise 3 kids? Even 1 child. You think it's easy to be divorced? You think it's easy to be a single parent? You think it's easy to be single? You think it's easy to be a successful career woman? I'm coming. Please celebrate your growth. You're growing. You're not there yet. You're a human being. Present continuous. B-E-I-N-G. You're not a human being. Past participle. B-E-E-N. No, you're not. It's traditional wedding okay without church wedding? It's okay, but make sure you go for the church blessing. You don't need to spend money if you don't. Celebrate your growth. You've done well. Your testimony is loading. Let me mention this next one. Ask for help. Not because you are weak, but because you need to remain strong. Ask for help. Not because you are weak, but because you need to remain strong. And I want to spend a few minutes on that. Some of you, maybe ladies or even men, are in abusive relationships. I just left, a call, a live program now. I was so blessed. Organized by NHN. That woman is a blessing. I don't care what you feel about her. I love her. Simple. Don't ask me why. I don't know. I love her. She's using her platform to honor Jesus. I don't care. A woman? Okay. One day is coming. I will just show up online and I'll be telling you all the women that I love. I'll be celebrating them because most of the time, we let our leaders die before we celebrate them. I'll just be mentioning them and I'll be asking you to type the women that have affected your life. Leave the class of pulling down because if you want to pull somebody down, you're also going down. Women are coming together. Ask for help. Not because you are weak, but because you need to remain strong. How can you stay in a relationship where you are being dismantled physically, emotionally, psychologically, boss? How? Because you want to remain married? Please ask for help. I beg you. let me shake this table. I hope your pastor does not have all the answers. Stop killing your pastors. Your pastor may not be a marriage counselor. It does not reduce him. Now let me say this. I am not a pastor. I am a pastor's wife. I know my lane. I know my calling. And I stay there. My husband is a first-class pastor. My husband can sit down and listen to you for 6 hours. You cry, he will give you tissue. My husband can reach you anywhere. He can go to any length. He's a nurturer. That's not me. Thank you. Yeah, so I like the way I laugh. You need to hear NHL laugh. You will. Her laughter makes you laugh. I don't know why I'm talking about NHL today, Seth. I think she's on this concept. You see, my husband is a pastor. When the ministry first started, when my husband started the ministry, I would be trying to be like him, you know. But I was frustrated. I want to laugh out loud. I want to do my own thing. I want to shout. I can shout for Africa. I can shout for Africa. I remember one day my husband said to me, darling, the neighbors, I have a feeling they know the names of all our children. Because I can shout. But you see, at a point I just said to myself, I am not a pastor. My husband is a pastor. I am a pastor's wife. If I try to be a pastor, there will be vacancy. There will be vacancy. Who will now be the pastor's wife? Who will be the pastor's wife? You see the way I'm shouting now? That's how I shout. Who will be the pastor's wife? Even both of us are now pastors. So I came back to my lane. So my husband has peace. I have peace. We go to church in different cars. Because my husband may not return until 3 p.m. Service ended at 11 or 12. What will I be doing in church? My husband will sit there canceling. Even at 67, he will cancel. He will listen. Anytime my husband, I think he's on this call. I don't know. You know, anytime my husband is not in church, and maybe I preach, when the service is closing, share the grace and all that, I would take the microphone and I said, hello everybody, all the prayers you need to pray, I have prayed for you. From your seats, please go home. Don't come to the office again. There's no prayer in my... There's no prayer in my mouth again. I have prayed it. You think it's easy to preach? I said, your pastor is not at home. I will tell them, your pastor is not at home. I don't do it when my husband is around. But when he's not around, I'll carry the microphone and say, today I get pulpit here. I say, please don't come to the office. Don't come. Maybe I have traveled and I just returned. I wasn't in church. I've not been in church for 3 weeks or whatever. I was in Ghana or I was somewhere and I just returned. And my husband is not around. I will just say the microphone. Everybody stand up and say, welcome, ma. When they say welcome, I'll say, you have all welcomed me. Please don't come and welcome me again in the office. I don't need your welcome. I'm not a pastor. When you call me Pastor Funke, I laugh because it's not me you are calling. They gave me one title, Reverend. I hardly use it. FFA is okay. Funke Felix-Adejumo is fine for me. My husband is a pastor. So please, understand this. Your pastor may not have all the answers. If your marriage... it's true. Go home. God aside your prayer. Oh, my husband is on this call. Ellen is laughing. He just had now. He's never had. I've never told him before. You see, so you have a challenge in your marriage. You're dealing with adultery. Maybe your pastor has never understood that. For instance, if adultery takes place in your marriage or in your life, you will go through 5 stages. Your pastor may not know because he's never, gone through it before. Go and look for a marriage counselor. I just noticed. Go and look for a professional. Your pastor, and if you're a pastor on this call, please stop doing as if you are El Shaddai, else you shall die. You don't have all the answers. Thank you, darling. I honor you. I don't have all the answers. So as a pastor, don't pose as if you have all the answers. If you're in an abusive relationship, don't let pastors hear this one that I want to say now. If you're in any abusive relationship, the man is beating you. You don't come out one eye. That is, he has removed one of your eyes. You are walking like this. Your hand is broken and all that. And your pastor says, stay there and continue to pray. I pity your destiny. Pastor is at home. He's keeping his wife and keeping his children. And the pastor tells you to stay there and be praying. Or the imam tells you to stay there and be praying. Or even your parents. Stay there and be praying. Those of you that are parents, hear me. When your children are going to their husbands' homes, don't say, you see this room? You can never come here again, oh. This room, I've given you dead and alive. Stop it. What's wrong in you? That's the reason why some women die in relationships. They die. There is this thing about marriage in the African culture. If you are single, as if it's a sickness. That's not the way God sees us. It's not the way God sees us. Please, let's stop putting this pressure on people and let them die. Ask for help before you go into coma. It's not because you are weak. It's because you need to remain strong. There's a lady that came into my life a few years ago. In fact, I saw her during NHN's live broadcast now. She came to me and then she confided in me. The husband is a pastor, but oh my God, what she went through, I don't wish it for my enemy. So I called my husband, darling, this, and then, yes, so what's wrong in you? So, and my husband guided me. So, I called her father, and I said, excuse me, sir, and he's a man of God. I said, excuse me, sir, if you still need your daughter's life, go and take her from that marriage. Yeah. First, we took that lady into safety. Before we now began to, okay, so what can we do? And if it's not, yeah, oh, okay, yeah, she was there. Thank you, NHN. Yes. So please, ask for help. Don't just sit down there and be praying, no. Pray. You will open your eyes like this one day and you'll be in heaven. And the angels will say, why are you here? We were not expecting you. We thought you will not come until 65 years' time. Why are you here? Don't let any man kill you. I've said this over and over again. The covenant of life is superior to the covenant of marriage. So, if you were a pastor's daughter, will he tell you to just stay there and be praying? Will he tell you to just stay there and be praying? Times have changed. Marriage is not what completes you. God gives you the privilege of being married. Fantastic, because we still have good men and we still have good women. And the angel said, if you get to heaven, the angel said, why are you here? You say, my husband killed me. Can you imagine? One angel will slap you and say, why were you so stupid and silly? One more, and then we close. Stop fearing other people's perception of you. What would this person say? What would that person say? What would this person say? What would that person say? What would this person say? What would that person say? Stop being afraid of people's perception of you. Forget it. My husband will say, even if you cut your head, some people will never be pleased. Wisdom gems is what I've been talking to you about today. Stop being afraid of other people's perception of you. You are like an elephant. Some people will see your trunk, some will see your eyes, some will see your body, some. It doesn't matter. Opinion is the cheapest commodity on earth, and everybody can afford it. Stop living your life based on people's opinions. Come and ask me how many opinions people have about me. I don't care. Let God be pleased no matter who is offended. Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. You get your spec and like yourself and love your life and honor God and make sure you have a personal relationship with Jesus. It's going to help you when everything is over. That's the person that you will spend eternity with. It's been an honor serving you tonight. Okay, somebody wants me to run through the points again. So I said, number 1, you cannot change your last chapter because it's already written, but you can change the way your next chapter will be written because you are still holding the pen. That's number 1. I said, number 2, stop looking good in mediocrity. Number 3, celebrate your growth. Number 4, ask for help not because you are weak, but because you need to remain strong. And finally, stop fearing other people's perception of you. I want to tell you something. I love you. I love you. Thank you, darling. I see you. I see your comments. I love you. In case nobody loves you or nobody has told you, I, FFA, Lady FFA. You know you're a lady too. I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.